Escalator online.
Welcome back to the X-Centric Collector YouTube channel. I'm Talont, the X-Centric Collector, and today we are going to be watching X-Men 97 episode 6 titled Life Death Part 2. So obviously we're going to be getting back to Storm's situation there. Just quick recap. This season so far has been incredible. The last episode, which was Remember It, bananas. That episode was crazy. So much going on. And, you know, like I said, I have my theories on how everything's going to get fixed. But, yeah, I mean, I don't want to assume anything as far as what this episode particularly is going to be about, other than Storm getting her powers back. Fingers crossed. And, if they're going to address more of what happened, or if it's just going to be all Storm. Who knows? Let's jump in. It's late, and I want to see this. I cannot wait to see this. All right.
Previously on the X-Men.
To reiterate for those just returning to us, regardless of your stance on recent world events, the images you are about to see may be disturbing.
Gambit was so cool in that episode. Went out like a G.
Sugar, I can't feel you.
Get out of my home, damn demon! Ah!
That infected Forge, it looks like. What is that gonna do? I'm loving this new Marvel animation intro as well. Of course, here we go again. See what the new little Easter eggs are. I get giddy every time. This is so awesome. More Nightcrawler. He had his own. Oh, that means there could be more of him. Yes. That was new with Bishop too. Oh, Forge. Gladiator. And the Shi'ar. Telling you, for the people who never watched the original series, Xavier didn't die. He got taken off to the Shi'ar Empire. Oh, Shi'ar. Are we going to see Xavier?
Shi'ar fool! Surrender!
Ah, the Kree. Deathbird.
Surrender? No.
Stand free! This pigeon shall not thwart the will of the Supreme Intelligence!
Is that Ronan? Ronan the Accuser. From the Imperial Guard.
Imperial Guard!
A Pyrrhic victory! The Kree do not!
For you
It
shall
is
be
Ronan.
memorialized as the corpse of
I
our
kind of want a Ronan
father.
figure now.
A true Kree bows to no one.
Tell me where the Supreme Intelligence has fled, or your forces shall suffer.
Vulcan!
Them, Ronan. Why didn't you say so? My dearest sister is always of utmost priority.
I used to tell people when we were watching most of like Guardians of the Galaxy or the Marvels or Captain Marvel, the Kree were nothing compared to the Shi'ar Empire.
This man helped spare the entire universe from the madness of my brother D'Ken, as well
Xavier's
as the
alive.
galactic hunger
I
of the
knew it.
Phoenix. This man has unlocked the secrets to my heart. So I, Empress Lilandra, stand before this High Council, and before you, my loyal people,
Another thing about the Shi'ar Empire is it's an empire that spans many races. It's not like the Skrull or the Kree. There's many, many different races of beings over their vast empire.
Professor Charles Xavier.
Unreal. I mean, that suit allows him to walk.
And glory of the Imperium.
Do not fret. My subjects trust me when I say you are no mere Terran, Charles.
On Earth, newlyweds whisk off to some faraway island to celebrate their love.
And how far would my hopeless romantic see us go?
Perhaps an empress could even spend a portion of her time ruling the galaxy from my little corner of it?
You wish to return to your children, don't you?
Merely visit, see their faces.
Yet, families often mimic black holes. Visit and risk being stuck in its ever-spiraling vacuum of dramas.
Don't I know it?
You should message them. Use a hologlobe. Invite them to the wedding. Play the role of the peacemaker.
Wasn't aware my X-Men and I were playing make-believe.
But I remind you, Charles, the virtue of a teacher lies in showing their students how to walk on their own.
Oh boy.
Why bother? He's a liar, traitor, cost you everything. How many have suffered his gifts? How many made slaves? Your bite is a sort of demonic infection, but I can fix you. Forge made his bed. Let him die in it. All lives deserve saving. Let him die. You're not an X-Man anymore. Well, where did that get you? Kissing the hand that beats you?
This thing's just all about mental torture.
I know. That's why you rush to play dead. You fear living. Is that why you fear your power? Sought refuge with this monotone family?
If you don't know, Storm's claustrophobic.
You follow. I was wrong. Forge didn't rob your gifts. You had already renounced them.
Lord of Chaos,
Forge does know magic.
weaver of lies, depart to the desert, demon.
It's so cool. It looks just like Doctor Strange. Magic is technology we just don't understand.
Mom practiced desert magic. Some of it sunk in.
Perhaps your mother's book holds an answer.
She wrote about a cacti, the midnight chala. Grows in nearby caves.
Andra Niramani and her royal consort.
Consort.
Your man speaks as if I am your pet. Not an entirely displeasing thought.
Hush, beloved. You may bark later.
I love this show.
Given our war with the Kree,
For those of you who don't know,
even we Shi'ar,
the Shi'ar, well,
Gladiator and his
her race,
ideas with news of coming victory.
they're avian. That's why their hair looks like they're actually feathers.
Araki sugars his words, my sister.
Need a figure of her.
Your
Absolutely need some
born on the
Deathbird in my
wrong
life.
Side of the stars. A union with the Terran would bind the Shi'ar into alliance with his inferior homeworld.
I respect you speaking the quiet part out loud, Deathbird. So let's speak plainly.
Xavier would see his Milky Way ghetto become our new throne world.
You are twisting my words.
High Council.
Milky
For the
Way
sake of the
ghetto.
Empire, I must
Wow.
invoke the right of Mdasha. Terran. The right requires.
A non-Shi'ar pass a test of loyalty in order to wed a royal. I finished that volume my second day here, Deathbird.
To ensure we are protected from your Terran ties, you must renounce Earth and erase all memory of your life there.
Charles is a formidable psychic. His mind will not be easily scrubbed.
Luckily, we Shi'ar bow to a ruler of equal psychic power.
Shara and Kithri. Our highest gods.
Once enemies, then forced to marry to bring harmony to the universe.
The union of Shara and Kithri is at the core of our principles. To bind various cultures into one for the sake of galactic peace and harmony. idealism is also a sign of insanity.
I have a very old and very dear friend on Earth who would agree with you. His name is Magnus, and I wish to remember him.
Do you
Just
love me,
go home, Charles. Go home.
A silly question.
They need you now more than ever.
Even you know Deathbird's challenge goes too far.
If you refuse, they won't let us be together. Not unless I forfeit my throne, which is exactly Deathbird's design.
There, that's it. Snow Snake Tower. Union forces stored weapons here during the Civil War. It was actually built during the Plains War decades earlier by colonists. I heard the adversary telling you to let me die.
So the adversary is like a being I had no
Big evil owl that feeds on anger and suffering.
reference for. I thought it was a Shadow King.
Water. Growing up, I always heard how the worst weapon used by the Europeans was not bullets or blankets, but a white lie.
Cactus grows in darkness. Where?
That's why I came. I know how you feel about tight spaces.
Davia, do you stand in our circle to complete the rite of Dasha?
I do.
Do you renounce all memories of Earth, of your life there?
I do.
Do you renounce your X-Men?
No! I'm going back to my ghetto.
He insults all Shi'ar!
What you ask of him is no small burden.
He seeks to ally us with Earth.
My God, you are dramatic.
Have our blood mixed with his inferior freak fluids.
Oh my God.
My sister, like my brother Deken, has gone mad.
Sedition. Gladiator, arrest this treacherous vulture, and any who dare to stand with her.
Gladiator's awesome. In case you can't tell, Gladiator's basically Superman.
I have forgotten my greatest gift.
Hear me. Class is now in session.
Professor's back, baby!
Gladiator, please raise your hand if you have a question. To answer, I have used my vast psychic abilities to draw us into the astral plane.
I find it interesting that they broke up Life Death into like part 1 and 2, and then they add, I guess there just wasn't enough with the Mojo storyline, and then with the Professor thing. It's interesting. At least this one's jumping back and forth as opposed to the other one, which was like all of one and all the other.
You had to save him, be above it. Now look at you.
No. Forge destroyed you.
Yes, give me a taste. Ooh, yummy. Fear poached in self-loathing. Submit, and I will save you and let you live your tempting daydream.
The Executioner's neutralizer was not the only weapon tamping down my gifts.
Warned. Be smart. Believe the lie, or humanity will thunder down upon you and your kind.
So let them thunder, for I am lightning!
Yes! Oh, awesome. Classic outfit. That's like her original appearance. The goddess is back. But don't forget about the cactus woman. Go get the cactus.
I feel grateful.
Towards a demon?
What are demons but reflections of our fears and shame?
It's the ooze.
Still, we finally heal our adversary by embracing it.
So what now? You've been given a second chance. Should we whisk away to some tropical island?
Nations refuse
Her
to
hair
allow
looks a lot
humans
longer.
displaced by the brutal attack on Genosha, as rumors swirl that
She must have been there for a really long time.
the long-feared evolutionary
Oh, she's just finding out.
Who can tell me from where the Shi'ar Imperium draws its might?
From the crushed skulls that house inferior minds, such as yours.
Raise your hand. The power of your empire is in truth a harvest of stolen worlds. The Shi'ar Empire is a snake oil racket.
Even you Terrans claim might is right.
The rhyme that sells the lie. That for me to be more, you must be less. Your existence against mine, because... why?
Your idealism would confuse our people. They might even call it nonsense.
Coexistence is messy. Thus my love for education. For my X-Men. Their heroism teaches a lesson we mustn't forget. Born of ancient stardust. And all children of the atom.
Heavens, no! Gambit? No!
He knows now.
What in the stars?
I must return to Earth immediately.
But we've nearly convinced the council.
It doesn't matter.
Charles, if you leave, you will prove my sister right about your kind.
If that should end our star-crossed affair, so be it.
Ba-dum-bum.
I will not abandon my kind. It is time I return to my X-Men.
Yes. Oh. We got here Trask.
What you asked. I gave you my DNA to access Master Mold. I thank you.
Don't take all the blame, Oliver, and don't
Sinister.
fret the future. You have nothing to fear, so long as you place your faith in Sinister.
Okay. That was not as good as the last one, but what could be. That was like the mid-season peak. It was good. Storm is back. Xavier's about to come back, so I'm really excited about that. I'm happy that people will finally know that too. I mean, it's gonna come out. People will be like, "Oh, how's Xavier alive?" Well, if you watched that very last episode, you'd see he got whisked away to the Shi'ar, or with the Shi'ar. So I knew it was a matter of time before he was gonna come back. I don't know how all this is gonna play out though, because it's like, there's no way Gambit and Magneto are gonna remain dead. It's just not a possibility in my mind. So there's gonna be some timey-wimey stuff, but when they do that, is Xavier still gonna be there? Like, you know, it's gonna be tough threading that needle, but I have absolute faith in this show so far, so, you know, I'm just gonna sit back and enjoy the ride. Let me know in the comments, how are you guys liking this so far? I mean, from episode 1 to now, it's been a roller coaster. And what's your favorite episodes? I can tell you right now, my favorites are episode 1, episode 5, episode 2, then probably 3, 4, 6. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how the order for me goes. 1, pretty much just because, like, the nostalgia, everything coming back but better, and not knowing what to expect, and then each X-Man getting their moment. Storm in the desert was just incredible. Cyclops blasting around, doing the little slides and everything. That was incredible. Episode 5 was just so freaking epic. That has to be number 2 for me, and it was so emotional. Yeah. you know, episode 2, because that whole trial, everything Magneto said, oh, so awesome, so awesome. And then, you know, the other episodes, I don't look at them necessarily as filler episodes, but yeah, because they are progressing the story along, and we're getting to know the characters a little bit better. But they just didn't have as much gravity. Even this one, you know, was good, but and it absolutely is necessary, but it just didn't have the same kind of gravity. Very enjoyable. I love seeing Storm in her original costume. But again, I'd be curious to talk to like Bo DeMeo and see what he says as far as like what was the timeline there for Storm. Like how long was she out there? How long has this whole thing been? Because we really don't know. They haven't really said, so. But yeah, probably reading too much into it. It's a cartoon, but I love it. Alright guys, we will see you next time. Be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, Excelsior!